What's up guys, Trevor here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing 86, and this shit was absolutely insane, bro. This anime was so good. I'm willing to consider this anime a modern classic, bro. I loved it. The government, the military, the forbidden love. Oh my god, it's just so fucking good. It's so freaking good. You guys have to watch this. It's so good. But before we talk about that, let's get to the summary. So, it is about this girl who named Miyaze, who is a commander of these 86, these people that look different from the people in their country. It's about their race because they have different hair color, right? They have different hair color, so they're treated differently, and they're sent to be warriors for the country. But well, they're forced to be military personnel for their country. So the actual like top people, the good people, quote unquote good people, the white haired people don't have to go fight. But our main character Miyaze thinks that it's wrong and helps him and talks to them, kind of like Code Geass in a way. It's kind of like Code Geass, and she talks to them and helps them, and but then she realizes the whole entire planet is so they all die, and it's pretty much what it's about. Without, I'm trying not to spoil it. I'm not gonna try to spoil this one too much as I normally do, because this I feel like you have to watch this anime. This anime has value when you watch it. It gives you a lot of value. It's like Code Geass and Attack on Titan into one anime. It has like the rebellious aspect of Code Geass with like Titan and government aspects of it's government aspects of Code Geass too, as a rebellion and government aspects of Code Geass with also government aspects of Attack on Titan in a way. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's also there's comical moments. There's very sad moments. I had tears coming. I cried. Honestly, I honestly cried. I cried watching this. I thought it was so good. I thought it was insanely good. I thought it was amazing. At the ending, bro. The ending of part two. I cried, bro. I cried. When Miyaze and Shin met up for the first time, and since they set out, that hurt. I felt that. We need a season two, man. We need a season two. I felt that in my heart, bro. I felt that. It was so good, so good. Yeah, my so let's get to my favorite moment. We'll get back to that. Let's get to my favorite moment. My favorite moment was when they were talking. This was in season one, or not season one, part one. I keep mixing this up between seasons parts. It was in part one when Miyaze heard the voices, but still came back and fought as a commander, as the I forget what the word was. Came back and fought with them. That was a night. That was a cool moment to show that she was with them. She was not against them, and learn their names and talk to them as people, not as 86, but as people. That moment was great. I respect that. Gave me respect for that her as a character, her as a character. But let's say, but she was not my favorite character. I loved her character. She was my second character. I respect her character. My real favorite character was Shin, which was the main protagonist of the 86 group. He was a badass, bro. He's the Reaper, man. She was a straight badass, bro. He did not give a fuck. He went into war and wrecked them up, bro. He wrecked them up. He fucked them up, man. He killed them. He killed them robots that were. Oh yeah, bro. And I like also. I think one thing that was very interesting was the dynamic of the other robots. I forget their name, but the between them the other robots. I thought that was sick. I thought that was sick. The other robots I thought were sick because they took control of the brains. They took control of brains of the people of the dead soldiers, so that that the 86 had to kill their own comrades because so they didn't lose the brain. Like they didn't I pushed them what is it called? So they didn't have to get the brain, so they didn't become smarter and have commanders and stuff. So yeah, that was insane. It was insane, and I really felt for them. I really felt for the characters on this one. I felt for them. I felt for the characters. Shin, all the main characters. I felt for them because I gained a connection. Even with some of the supporting characters, you gain a connection with them. You want them to survive, and once they die, once you know some of the characters are going to die, once you know that they're going, majority of the characters are going to die. So once you see them die and you build connection with them, it hurts. Also, the relationship between Shin and his brother, that dynamic was also very cool to see. How he was inside of the robot, and how Shin had to kill him to set his soul free to make him better, if you know what I mean. I thought that was also very cool. I think that was a good dynamic. Also, the princess, the Emperor Princess, her character was also very sick. Her character helped a lot in part two of reuniting Mizuze and Shin. I thought her character dynamic was also very, very cool, very interesting to the story. Yeah. So I think this is a could be considered. This could be not on par with. It's not on par with Code Geass Attack on Titan, but it could be considered a top 100, top 50 anime of the past 10 years. It is a top 50 anime of the past 10 years, in my opinion, with how good it is. It's that good. It's that good. It's a top 50 anime. It's a top 100 anime on Mal, if that says anything. I don't know if you guys still use Mal. I personally use Mal. But on Mal, it is a top 50 anime. And I think I agree with that. It's a top 50 anime. It is really good. Yeah, I think everyone should watch it. It has, if you like Code Geass, you like Attack on Titan, and that put together, you like Forbidden Love, that this is the perfect anime for you. And you love war. If you love war, you have to watch this. So my final review for this anime is a 9.5 out of 10. It is not perfect. As you can tell, there's a little bit of CGI. You can see the CGI a little bit on this. I will say that. But it is great. I love this anime. It makes me tears come to my eye because how much I love this anime. But 9.5 out of 10 is my real. Part two, I gave part 2 a 10 out of 10 on now. I gave part 1 a 9 out of 10 because I liked part 2 a little bit more than I liked part 1, but it was probably because I got used to the characters. So maybe I'll watch a little bit of part 1 again and redo my evaluation of it. But yeah, from what I've watched, part 2 was better. But I loved both parts because it's technically one season. So I loved it all. It is definitely a top 25 anime of all time for me personally. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video as always, and yeah, peace.